I tell these rappers raise their hand like it's their turn or something. I heat this shit up like the oven and I earn something. You can't be afraid of work, I'm trying to earn something. They hate the bars cause niggas don't wanna learn nothing. It's like my religion, just a bad, I'm trying to learn something. Rise from the ashes like a phoenix, Steve Nash at his meanest. Canada couldn't even dream this. Getting high, watching Selena in the Beamer. You right on time, it's like Ace at the cleaners. I flood the game, better call FEMA. I rock stadiums and arenas just off the demeanor. Yeah. That's the illest, realest shit I ever said. Like, that's the realest shit I ever said type shit. This for my uncles.
To the beat.
Welcome everybody down to the beat, coming live from Burrow Studios. We're out of Down to the Wire headquarters this week, but I'm joined by a very special guest, my man
Bobby Brugal. You know what it is, Castro Crosby, Bobby Brugal. What up?
And you know we got the trusty sidekick over on the third mic, All-Star Abe.
What's going on? What's going on? It's
Abe.
What's going on,
man?
baby?
My brother from another.
Let's go. And I'm here. We're here because. Well, first of all, because you refused to come to our studio.
Never. Just today.
Just today.
Just today.
Because you have business to attend to.
Exactly.
There's business being attended to here at Burrow Studios, and that is what's at hand right now. Bobby Brugal is finishing up his album.
Yep.
Finishing touches being sprinkled on that bitch right now.
Little ice cream.
Little je ne sais quoi.
You know what I mean? Little gelato. Italian ice.
So... Let's just jump right into it, right? Call a fucking spade a spade here. Let's get right into Uncle Snooky's Laundromat. That's going to be the third installment of the Bobby Brugal quarantine tapes.
Yes.
Let's call it. That's good.
We'll
call it that.
That sounds perfect, to be honest.
Right.
You're
doing so. This is all with one producer.
Every tape I've done was with one producer.
I was getting there. I was going to let you introduce the producer for this one.
Which one? Okay, this one?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get it.
So we got one producer, 80. Who's it? I'll let you introduce him. It's your project. You introduce
80. So for Uncle Snooky's Laundromat, all the beats are produced by 80 Rock. 80 Rock from Montreal. He drops a lot of music from Montreal. He's one of the best producers out there. He's worked with they just dropped a project called The Rockefellers with Jay Morris and Morris Regal and Jay Red the Doctor. So they crazy. But he drops a lot of music out there and he's amazing. So we had this in the cut for like 2 years during the quarantine times, and then I wrote it like at that time, and then it just like grew. Everything grew as life does, and now we're here and we're finishing it up, getting the like you said the
little pizzazz, extra pizzazz on it.
Yeah, like we finishing the pizzazz, the skits, the volumes, all that, everything. When it comes to mixing an album, I'm very like precise about it. So that's where we at with it.
So the All Things Hip and the Quest tape, rather quick turnaround. You know what I mean? Like, you know, those were pumped out, during quarantine and in a fast manner. Still quality. Don't get it twisted. It's quality projects.
Crazy.
But tell me what's different about this 2-year project that we're about to hear.
Yo, no, to be honest, I think it wasn't, I don't think it was like a project because I wrote all of the albums around the same time. It was like a challenge for me. You know what I'm saying? Like when quarantine started, it was like, yo, what am I gonna do to keep myself busy in the house? And I bought a new MacBook. I bought a new setup, like a Focusrite, new mic. Well, I had my mic. I've been had my mic for forever. So after that, I just start recording more songs than I was recording at the time, and it started clicking. Like everything started clicking. So I think it's kind of funny that it's coming out the way it's coming out, but everything came out kind of organically. Like the first album I wrote was Fail to Plan, Plan to Fail. And that was with All Things Hip. Man, he's like one of the best producers I know, you know what I mean, in that nature. So that was the first time me and him got to connect, and then it was really dope because everything we were doing was just hitting. And that rarely happens with, you know, producers in general. So after we finished that project, it probably took about 2 weeks to write it and then like another 6 months to make it.
Yeah.
So that happened. And then me and Quest linked up during quarantine, and Next World was the same type of thing, same type of concept. So I didn't plan all these albums to be like concept albums. It just kind of happened with the times and like happened with what was going on with the world. You know what I mean? And then Next World came out, but we were like in the middle of the quarantine. So I wanted to make songs that were kind of speaking to like
that quarantine life.
Yeah, like Speak Moistly or Lockdown. This is like I was actually writing songs for people. So I was writing other songs for people, and like literally like just trying to figure out different sounds and different vibes. But at the same time, while Quest was sending me beats, I was like, man, I might as well just do this myself, you know what I mean? Or sing it myself, or work with it myself.
Do it my damn self.
Exactly, especially because I couldn't get the songs out to his people as much as I wanted at the time.
Facts.
So with Quest and Next World, it was like super dope because I got to work with Dip Black, got to work with people that were in his camp.
The Dreamland
you know what I mean?
camp.
Like the Dreamland camp.
Shout out Dreamland. And
they're super dope. So it was like every project that I was getting was like an assignment. You know what I mean? It was an assignment during quarantine. It was like, all right, yo, I got All Things Hip. I'm gonna do this for 2-3 weeks, kill this, boom. Quest World, me and Quest, Next World, boom, I'm gonna kill that. And then 80 was the next producer that sent like a bunch of beats, and he's from Montreal. He's one of the like greatest producers in Montreal. He has his own sound. He's like a underground alchemist, Nick Craven. Like he's in that same space as all of those producers. So I wanted to tap in with him and do like a rap album, you know, instead of like just, you know, I can do like commercial joints and
well, and this is bars.
Yeah.
I just heard the whole album.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of that in there. You know, we're not
You
gonna
already
tease.
know.
We're not gonna tease too much, but
Y'all
we're gonna tease a little bit of it.
Y'all gonna hear it. Y'all gonna hear it. Don't worry. Y'all gonna hear it.
Don't kill me. But explain to me this album, because from what you've described already here today, it's got a very sentimental feel, and you can hear that through the bars throughout this album. It's a concept album that it plays out throughout the album, right?
Yeah.
Just explain to me the essence of the album.
Yeah, so with Uncle Snooky's Laundromat, it hit harder to me just because like it was a family project, you know what I mean? Like let's say we're 2-3 weeks into quarantine and we don't know what we doing, you know what I mean? Then I start watching Ozark, you know what I mean? Shouts to Jeff Goldblum, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean? And then I start watching Ozark, and it literally just start opening my mind to just like writing. So I only get inspired by certain things. Like music doesn't inspire me. Like certain music, everyone's music, if you know, you know. Like if you're a musician and I reach out to you and I tell you, oh, I love you, you inspire me. But a lot of music outside doesn't inspire me to like try to dunk or try to like get to the next level.
I'm not trying to throw 360 windmills because of you other rappers.
Yeah, exactly. Like at least at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what I was doing with this was like, let me connect it to some family shit, or let me connect it to something that's concept that means more to me, that I could like actually digest and write better music to. And my Uncle Snooky was that. He was like that point for me, you know what I mean? He was like that mood point, or the you know, when you put up the mood board or whatever. He was like that for me. And like he was an older gentleman from Pittsburgh that he owned his own businesses. He was an entrepreneur. He was a hustler. He owned his own laundromat. He owned his own daycare. He was the first cab driver, black cab driver in Pittsburgh to work for Yellow Cab. So I felt very proudful of repping my family in that nature. So the whole album is basically about like washing money on the Ozark side.
Yes, sir.
but like keeping it like light and like telling your
Keeping it family friendly.
yeah, like keep telling your story through all of those type of situations.
It's funny because when the pandemic started, I watched the fuck out of Ozark, bro.
Me too.
Oh, bro, that shit is
Bro, it got me through it.
dude, such a fire show, bro.
yeah,
Unreal show. Anyways,
crazy.
I get what you're saying though. Like what you're saying almost relates to Ozark more, just because of the family aspect of that show. You know what I mean? It's this whole family going through the trials and tribulations of watching this damn money, bro.
Yeah, and it's like I think that's kind of it was like I'm not Jonah or nothing, but like I'm not Jonah or nothing, but like I could definitely like feel what he was going through as a youngin', seeing all these things happen.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Around him.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So it was really cool to like, I guess, connect with a tape and like work with an album that like it inspires you. Like I said, the whole thing for me is inspiring. Like I gotta be inspired.
What else inspires you? Like you say not music, but I'm just like picturing you in your house, like just looking at a loaf of bread the right way and be like, oh, that's about to be bars, man.
No. Basquiat, Andy Warhol. I went to the same high school as Andy Warhol.
Fuck off.
I swear to God, I can't make this shit up.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
So it's like stuff like that. Like being from Pittsburgh inspires me. Being from Ottawa inspires me. You know what I mean? Like
real life shit.
Yeah, like the underdogness of being from Ottawa and like shit, stuff like that. Excuse my language.
You can swear.
And yeah, you know what I mean? It's like it's super cool to know that you're affecting things or adding to the fabric.
What do you
think that's what I want to do. I just want to add to the fabric.
Make a bigger blanket.
That's it. That's all I'm here for. You feel me?
Sorry.
No, I was like, that was dope.
That was
He liked that. You see, even Jacob like that. Jacob like that. I ain't nasty like that. I ain't no.
No. So, explain like being influenced by things, places, and that sort of that realm, rather than being inspired by music.
Yeah. So I mean, music comes from everything. It's like music is just the journal to like the day-to-day stuff.
Right.
Like for certain people, right? It's like Eazy-E, right? Think of Eazy-E. Like when the NWA started, it was like cruising down the street in my 6'4". Like he wasn't talking nothing crazy. He was literally just cruising down the street in a 64 Chevy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And it became what it became, right? So for me, like music's always just like it's like a diary of like what's going on in that nature. You feel me?
It's like the Kanye interview. It's like why'd you write that? Like, well, we was in Paris. Like, you know what I mean?
Boom.
Does it have to be relatable though?
It has to, I mean, it don't have to be relatable to everybody.
That's what I mean. As long as there's like a small right? handful of people. Like it's like Rick Ross's like bars. You know?
Wait. But there can't be a small full of people anywhere, because the world is so big, dog.
Facts.
There's 7 billion people, dog. Minimum.
Facts.
I think there might be like 800. There might be 9 billion, and they lying to us. You feel me?
They don't want us to know how.
Yo, there might be a nice 9-10 billion on here on the earth, and they just lying to us about 3 billion people.
No one's ever come over to me and be like, "Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4." You know, how do I know?
Yeah. So
when's the last time they counted?
So when I think about it, I'm just like, yo, somebody's gonna love this from a billion perspective. Like, I don't ever think of like my city and my town, or like, oh, you know, oh man, 100 people gonna like this song. Like, what? No, like, it's gonna connect where it connects.
Right.
So, yeah.
This is an interesting thing that you're saying there, is because I feel as if that mentality has become much more the norm since the pandemic has started. since you've released 3 you're going to have released now 3 albums while we're still in the midst of a pandemic, right?
The quarantine babies.
The quarantine babies.
Shouts to all my quarantine babies.
You guys are like 2 right now, but
Literally, it's crazy. That's a whole nother podcast.
Take it. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, but is that something you feel like you've like felt a little bit more, is like how connected you are with your fans, or not even with fans necessarily, but with people who are consuming your music? Like you've had to sort of make more effort to do it online, because you don't really have the ability to go out and be your physical appearance can't be out there promoting your own music as much as you may have been able to in the past.
Yeah.
Do you think that, you know, with the pandemic, you've had to kind of tap into different mediums to get yourself to be out there?
Like me personally?
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to give you that much game on this interview. Holy, yeah, of course.
He's number one at that.
Me personally?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Like I'm one of those type of people that like try to like always be on the newer things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's from a small scale or like the babyest point of view, I'm definitely trying to like be into it. So like, excuse me, that's that Brugal. Excuse me. As like, for example, like, all right, let's say where we're at right now is 2022. Do you got NFTs out?
Do I personally have NFTs out?
Yeah.
No.
I
don't.
do.
I knew that, actually.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like stuff like that where it's like, and those weren't even songs you heard tonight. Those weren't the songs you heard tonight. Those are songs that are strictly for what they're for, like Web3.
Right.
So Web3 is like a whole different space. And I tried to start getting into that like 6 months ago, maybe 6-7 months ago, and like it's super hard.
It's hard, bro. I have to like, I give props to Snoop for being like an OG, like a 50-year-old man.
I was in it before Snoop.
Out here but like, just not taking
Snoop,
anything.
Snoop, I want to airdrop you an NFT right now, Snoop. Stop playing with me. I've been trying to hit you. I've been trying to hit Snoop. Like I got songs specifically made
to send to Snoop.
Yeah,
bro,
like
you
that
have.
type of shit,
I believe
bro.
you, bro. I looked through your fucking folders.
I'm just
today,
saying,
bro.
yeah,
Had some
man.
shit.
Come on, bro.
No.
Tell him stop playing with me.
Bro.
Tell him stop
You
playing
have
with me.
A lot of
Tell
shit,
him stop
Bobby.
playing with me. I got like, man, but that's a whole nother podcast. You feel me? You feel me?
Tell me,
Big Bob.
Tell me about how it feels to like make music in the world, according to like when considering the climate we're in right now.
I seen Hustle Girl. I seen Hustle Girl put a tweet up the other day, and she said it's the best time to be a Canadian musician ever. And like,
why is that?
And I felt that, like, it resonated with me.
Why does that resonate with you?
Because I think right now, everywhere we're at, the music is bubbling. Whether you're in Toronto, Vancouver, Ottawa, Montreal, Halifax, Winnipeg, Calgary, Alberta. It's like you got that opportunity right now to really like make a difference and like blow up. You feel me? And it's like, me, that's not even my main goal. Like, I just want people to enjoy it the way they enjoy it and like, you know what I mean? Like resonate with it. You know what I mean? Blowing up is obviously my main goal. It's like, it's cool to do, but I want to be here forever. I don't want to just be here for a flash. I don't want to just be here for a moment. And that's why I switched into making like clothes and just NFTs.
Building a legacy.
Yeah, like I want to build a legacy, and that's like the best way to put it. You know what I mean? Because music's like the vessel. It's like the most beautiful thing. Like I'm never gonna not do nothing. Like people been asking me, yo, you gonna retire one day or not make music? I used to play with the notion.
Yeah.
Nope.
Man, this is so
like I'm not retiring making music. Like
That's so funny because we were talking about this the other day. Freddie and I were talking about this the other day about like retirement plans for rappers.
Yeah.
How like no one's ever really seen a retirement plan for rappers. Like we don't really know. Snoop's like the oldest rapper dropping bars now. You know what I mean?
Big facts.
And like
he's amazing.
Facts, dude. He's still just as good. Like there's so much Snoop out there that like it's starting to sound like all
It's
Snoop's.
cliche.
It's all Snoop's kind of starting to sound like all Snoop now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like. He's still out there getting it in his rap bag, you know what I mean? And I think that's like one of the most wholesome like examples we can see of an artist's career playing out into older age. But I don't think that's a very typical thing to see, you know what I mean? A rapper rapping up into their 40s, 50s, 60s.
Well, I think the coolest part about a Jay or a Diddy or a Snoop, a Dre, rap is still the youngest genre.
Mm-hmm.
People don't really like take that in consideration.
Facts.
In the nature of our fabric of music. Hip hop started in like what? 72, 74, 75. Like, you know what I mean? We're youngest, so we don't know that specific date. But it started in the Bronx, Cedric Park, hip hop type stuff. So now we're 40 years, 50 years later, and we're starting to see our like actual pioneers grow to them. Yep. And they're all billionaires. You know what I mean? Dre, Diddy, Snoop.
Billionaires
Jay-Z,
in the
Kanye.
past 30 years too. Like 30
You know how long imagine
facts. Like it's a young
like how you do that so quick.
It's a young genre, but like think about Dre's career started in what 86 when Straight Outta Compton dropped.
Facts.
88, 87, something like that. But he's a billionaire within 30 years, 35 years.
And
that's unreal.
That's hip hop,
bro. And there's
that's hip hop. That's what we're here for.
There's not one rock star that's a billionaire.
That's crazy.
I don't. At least
bad contracts.
I'm not sure, but I don't think there's anyone. I don't think there's any. Do you know of any rock stars?
Well, first of all, rock stars are so cool that they don't have to tell their fiscal amount.
Yeah, exactly. I guess.
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's a genre thing.
It's different.
It's
I get it. It is different.
Thing.
It is different for sure.
But I agree with you because that's what I grew up on, like rap shit, hip hop. So what I'm looking at is like, whoa, word. I heard Snoop when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and now he's Snoop Doggy Dogg, the way we all know him. You know what I mean? And it's beautiful to see this shit go to the Super Bowl.
Bro, he just bought Death Row. He bought the label that made him, bro. That's unreal. And then took all the fucking tracks down and are selling them in his NFTs.
Exactly. And that's what it's doing. It's like full circle shit.
That's crazy.
So
I thought that was one of the craziest. Because I really had hopes that Snoop was going to take Death Row and revive it as a record label almost, instead of like actually use it as Snoop's record label. But he didn't do that. He didn't take that route. But
I got some records for you. NFT Death Row. Holla at me. You already know what type of time
that'd be
I'm
crazy.
on, man.
The first ever NFT record
from
label.
Down to the Wire.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, man.
With the writing credits from Down the Wire. The writing
Snoop.
You know what
I'm
else?
the captain. Snoop.
I actually like what else I like about Bobby is just like as understanding that you got like you rap, you make music, but to kind of take this further you gotta have a personality. Facts. and like multiple times he's shown that like without making music he can still get in his bag just from whether it's talking at the Blackjacks game. Facts. Or hosting an event. Like it's more than just making music. And like what Ghostface Killers and the Method Mans and the Snoops, what all these people got is personality. Big facts. And it's I
gotta say that's one thing, because I wanted to come back to this, and especially from a person of your but especially from a person of your stature, and especially the weight that you hold in this city. It's quite beautiful to see how multifaceted you are, but also how much fun you have doing things. To see you out at any event selling your past life shit. I don't mean shit, but like your past life clothing.
Shit.
Yeah, your past life products. That's what I meant. Playing your music shit. No,
yeah, I mean,
doing your hosting shit. No,
we are very comfortable today, guys. Don't worry.
No, but you're out doing like I wholeheartedly believe that you're such a character that you are not. If you didn't make music, our paths still would have crossed at some point. You know what I mean? Like just because you have that personality, right?
That makes it a lot. That makes it more than music to me because
exactly.
I'm definitely a people person. So yeah.
And that's exactly it's more than music, and that's something that I want your take on when it comes to the new generation. Do you think that the new generation of artists are focused on the more than music side of things, or do you think they're sort of focused on making music as new and creative as it can possibly be, whatever, but do you think they lack on the kind of personality side when it comes to being an artist?
That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can't be too judgmental because like everything happens how it happens, but no, I think they are a little bit less networking. I feel like they're a little bit less networking than they could be or should be, especially because it's like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like with the internet, like, I mean, we're not trying to send any DMs to like everybody, but you'd be surprised how far a DM could take you if your quality of music is proper. Like if you're putting up good numbers in your own section, in your own city, in your own town, doing your thing, I'm sure somebody that is in close to the next town or maybe a little bit further away, they might reach out to you and like try to collab or like do some music. So even myself, I'm gonna give you a little game right now. I always be on Twitter or Clubhouse Spaces and Twitter Spaces super early in the morning, you know what I mean? Like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., you know what I mean? And I'm just like, all right, well, I'm in my bed right now chilling, but I could try to meet different people from different walks of the earth and different places of the earth. I just scored a song out in Indonesia. Like, no cap, not trying to be funny.
Shout out Indonesia.
Bali. Shouts to Kaiser Walden. I just did a song with a house DJ out in Bali, Indonesia.
What the fuck?
And it's really, I'll play it.
I want to hear this shit. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not. Yeah.
How'd you like connect that?
Twitter Spaces, Discord. Like, I mean, you know, when you like with the NFT crowd, it was like, yo, I just found people that were like trying to make NFTs, and then he was making one, I was making one. And then it boomed, he hit me. And it was so crazy because he's 12 hours away.
Right.
So, like, all our meetings have to happen at a certain time.
Yeah.
Like, they have to happen at, like, 4 p.m., which is 4 a.m. for him if he wakes up super early, or, like, 7 a.m. or p.m. Like,
right.
When I'm up at 7 p.m., he's up at 7 a.m. So, you know what I mean? Like, literally just different type of situations. So, not only am I working with like features in the city, I'm always online trying to like meet new people and like grow.
So you could be
business.
fucking huge in Indonesia right now.
No, 2022, 2023. We're
going up in Indonesia. We're going up
like
in
this
Indonesia.
is part. Yeah. Like it's not like we might be like no. It's like, but
no. It's like, have you ever heard that story of like that guy from South Africa? Fuck. I think he's from
wait, the beat sounds like this is like
Bobby Brugal on the Deep House remix.
Yeah, like people
let's go.
you gotta change it up. It's like your hairstyle. Like you can't just let people.
I was thinking about cutting my shit recently too.
Me too.
Should I?
Yeah.
I'll do it right
both
now.
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just you gotta fuck people up. You know what I mean? You gotta make them like guess for another new thing and different things. Like so.
I was telling him though, I was just afraid of people not liking me if I cut my hair. Like I feel like this is something I kind of have, you know what I mean? It's a bit more than.
But what about you?
Yeah, that's what you know.
You might like you better. You know what I'm saying? And then if you like you better, they're just gonna have to deal with you at that. At that, bro. I never knew I would have dreads. Look at me now. I'm looking great. Feeling good. The dreads been crazy. But everybody got dreads, so I'm about to cut them Johns, you know what I mean? But like when I get back to the fade, like I want the Abe fade. Could you pin to that? Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Nah, it's not at all. This shit is waving.
It's waving. A little rough.
Waving.
A little rough.
Surf that.
So yeah, I want to get back. You know what I mean? You just gotta be fluid with it.
Have you ever heard that story of the artist who he was an artist, he put together like an album, he had a record deal, put together this album, it was a really good album, it just didn't really hit, but for some reason in South Africa, it fucking just took off. He became like the biggest artist in South Africa. This album was loved. But in reality, he's like working a construction job in like Columbus. And
That's fire.
Finally some journalist finds him 20 years after and was like, yo, Rodrigo, that was his name. Rodrigo, you're fucking huge in Africa right now. And he's like, what the fuck? And then went and just like sold out dates in South Africa.
That wasn't a question, but I like the story.
No, have you heard of that story?
No, but that shit was fire.
Right?
I want to be that.
Right? That'd be great. That's me. That's what I'm picturing.
Run me
you.
up.
That's what
Run
I'm
me
picturing
up.
you.
No, run me up. South Africa, Cape Town. No, wait.
That's what I'm picturing you in Indonesia right now.
All right, yeah, no,
You're
yeah.
just snapping in Indonesia.
No, wait. All right. No, I'm picturing what you're picturing right now. So I'm like, we're going to open up past life stores.
Like, yeah, you stepping off the plane in Indonesia and just like everyone going crazy, bro.
Like, they play like the Jay-Z, Pujambi MC joint and it goes crazy type shit. Like, all right. No, I agree. Listen, past life, music-wise, I'm definitely going to keep going. It might not be in like the capacity people want me to keep going, but it's going to always be music because music is the gas in the car. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Music is the gas. It's like 94 diesel. And my music is 94 diesel. So, like, it's like a range. It's like a V8. Like, it's not the 87 shit.
So if we're talking about gas, if music's the gas in the car, let's talk about the wheels, which I think we could kind of attribute to your personality and past life, right?
Facts.
Something that you know the car needs to move, just as essential as the gas is. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But that is one thing that I will say the younger generation of artists is really good at now. Is perhaps their personalities aren't as I don't know, aren't as relatable, I say, as perhaps artists once were. But what they are really cultivating now to insane heights is brands, right? They have clothing lines that are new. Like the past life, it's not artist merch, you know what I mean? It's a fucking clothing brand, right?
First and foremost, yep.
Yeah, and I think that's sort of what we're starting to see become more popular among younger generations. What do you think about that?
Well, so for example, like I think Past Life's dope because a lot of artists like wearing it. So it's like free promo. You know what I mean? But like I have a lot of friends that obviously make music and they're in that space, and it's literally dope to see people enjoying your quality of clothing just for clothing. Because the whole point of it is like same thing with music. The music and clothing for me is just about lasting. You know what I mean? Like lasting long, longevity, being here after we're here. You know what I mean? People are going to watch this interview 100 years from now on YouTube, and they're going to be like, man, John and Bobby Brugal were so cool. That's genuinely what we're recording this for.
Facts. This is documentation, so our kids like, so I can tell my kids like, your dad used to get down.
And that was what the whole point of Uncle Snooky and all the shit that I'm doing is for, because you know I fully realize one day it will be gone, but you gotta get a resume. You gotta do your thing. You gotta like actually put up points while you're here to have that recognition.
Facts.
Right? So everything I'm doing in Ottawa has been that, whether it's Castro Crosby, DJ Mez, Triple B, anything of that nature. We've always just tried to show our work, and then we get the love after. You know what I mean? But the love has been more.
People forget that he had like, sorry to cut you off, but people forget that it was Castro Crosby too. So like, there's bits of that, you know.
But
so
that's what I'm saying. But the love has always stayed in Ottawa, and Ottawa is like what we focus on. You know what I mean? Like building Ottawa as a hub that's gonna be like one day like a Toronto and Montreal, because it is now, but at one point in time it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you got youngins coming out 17, 18, going crazy, and they get it because they grew up with it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And yeah, so everybody that's added to the culture in Ottawa, I'm really proud of y'all, and like that's what we're here for, and we're gonna keep doing it. until y'all don't see me on no more YouTube.
Well, can you name like like 3 or 4
Yeah,
top
who are the
artists?
youngins coming out of the city that you're fucking with?
You want youngins or just people I love?
Youngins.
Youngins, people to watch out for. Youngins,
Yeah.
All right,
anybody
well,
really.
Youngins, the youngins I love right now. Obviously, I'm not like, and this isn't a disclaimer to nobody that's not in it, but whatever. You got Linda's son.
Fire.
I'm in the Wells.
Relax. Ottawa.
I pray my bro. All right, but anyway,
Go read that new blog, new Johnny Blaze blog on Lindason. It's fire.
yeah,
It's fire.
And he should be fire worldwide. He's not just fire in Ottawa. He's fire
No,
worldwide.
he'll go. He'll go.
He's going.
He'll go.
Going. But then you got Penny. Shouts to Penny. You know what I mean? You got S Reels from the UK. He's new to Ottawa, but he's about to get very, very comfortable out here.
Mm-hmm. Go read the S Reels Kareem blog. He's also doubles as a down the wire blogger, man. He doubles as a down the wire blogger.
Bro, he's
shout
one
out,
of them people.
Shout out Noah, Two Face.
Love you, little bro. And then you got TK&M Hardaway. That's a great record. It got like over 150,000 streams on Spotify. I got Heartless Ice. He's not out yet, but he's out, but he about to start going crazy on some new stuff. Grams, DSGM Past Life, we got our own artists, but they're like working. We're incubating, you know what I mean? So we're working on the artists. We're not like, they're not out yet. But that's pretty much it. Like, I got anybody that reaches out, like, Quest, the House of Ensemble, Kamali Jordan, Lower Town Bills. That's my big bro. He's the most. Lower Town Bills is the best rapper, come from Ottawa ever. And C Squeezy. Shouts to Squeezy. But Ottawa, that's what I'm saying. I'm not impressed. Everybody that's working in Ottawa, keep working. PB Scoop, I like him too. He's dope too. But
PB Scoot.
Scoop. From the East. Shouts to the East.
I like how you're saying, we look for our love after the thing's done, right? We do stuff, and then we wait for the love afterwards. One thing I would have to say about the new generation is that they're very quick to look for love. You know what I mean? Validation and whatever it is that they do.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As someone who has been in this industry for as long as you have, not to say that you're an old head in this industry, but
I'm an old head in a good way.
someone who, a veteran, I will happily say. What do you have to say about that sort of gratification-seeking generation that I think we're kind of experienced now at the forefront of the music push?
Yo, coolest part. First of all, the music is dope. Me, John, Jacob, Abe, we all in here. We love music. It's good to be an old head. You're gonna be happy if you make it to 30.
Mm-hmm.
My dad told me that, and I thought it was super cool. Like, you know what I mean? It's like some G shit. Because a lot of people didn't, so rest in peace, you know what I mean, to the people who didn't. But musically nowadays, it's like, yo, focus on your own sound. And I know there's like the popular sound is a sound, but you can do something without that sound, or maybe left a little bit right, maybe sing, maybe make a dance with your song, whatever it may be. Just make it yours, you know what I'm saying? And just try to genuinely enjoy what you're doing, because to be honest, the time always goes fast, you know what I mean? Whether you're young, old, we're only here for what we're here for. So have fun with this shit, make music, make people happy.
Is that something you think, is that something you see?
That's what we here for.
I feel like I see that is when you see a lot of these young artists kind of doing stuff, their dream may have been to be that big artist, but it don't look like they're super happy doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
that
kills me about
right?
music,
It's so
bro.
fucking sad, dude. Like, you just see someone.
That kills me,
just
bro.
to see someone they're doing it because that's what they've done their whole life, but the enjoyment out of it doesn't really look like they're fulfilled. You know what I mean? There's something missing.
Bobby raps everywhere he goes, man. This guy.
And I mean, it's a rap thing for me, but it's also an enjoyment thing, because like he just said, people aren't doing what they want to do or enjoying themselves to the fullest extent, and you only got one of these. From what I'm told.
Yeah, one of these motherfucking goddams.
You know what I mean? You only got one of these lives, and and to really enjoy yourself and be yourself and do what you got to do. So that's why we say past life to the next life. Whether it's clothing or not, it's like, yo, really make sure you're having your best fun. And even with music, yo, artists, I'm telling you, bro, don't get into music unless you try to have fun, bro. That's all it's about, bro.
It's like
life.
That saying is like, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
And that's what my mom told me, and that's what I try to like
keep with you every day.
Navigate.
Yeah.
But I didn't navigate it like normally. Like, obviously, I had a job since I was 14. I worked my whole life. I did this, I did that, I did this. But now I'm at the point where I'm actually working for myself, got my own business, making my own music, and it's beautiful. And I don't think I have nothing more beautiful than that. So, like, that's what I'm saying. If you love something, just put your 10 toes in it. You know what I mean? And then wish for the best, but still have fun in the process. Please, guys, please have fun. We love you.
Let's get back to your album, because it's very bar heavy.
Yup.
You did that. You really did that, and it's clever. That's how I'll describe those bars. It's clever. It's very clever.
That's
It's
that's actually a good way to describe them. Thank you.
You know, I've been listening. I got Freddie Prince's unreleased three piece right now, and I'm like, yo, that's just straight. That's just straight, like, that's like tooth and nail fucking gritty bars. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
you kind of come in here on that little floaty, punchliney, fucking clever. Makes you go, oh, okay. You gotta read to know how to. You gotta read to get these bars, right?
Might have to watch a show or two.
Yeah.
You might have to go eat a steak or two.
Right.
You know,
Right.
You might have to live life. Yeah.
Tell me about the emphasis on those bars.
So yeah, no, the emphasis was just like, 80 Rock from Montreal. He definitely inspired all of that because it was like a palette. Like, I knew I was getting into like a Alchemist, Griselda, like a rap bag. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't play with his beats, so it just made me like want to lock down and like give exactly what I wanted to give over those type of beats. And I don't think me as like a fan of like Pusha T and lyricists, like just any Mos Def. You know, any lyricist, it made me want to like get into a different bag that like people are used to hearing me from. I've been doing concept albums since like 2016 when I was Castro, but it didn't make sense when I was younger. Like, I didn't even know what I was doing, you know what I mean? But then when I got older and I changed my name to Bobby, it was like, okay, this is kind of the route I want to take. You know what I mean? I want to make bodies of projects with certain people that are amazing at what they do. You know, it's like, you're amazing, I'm amazing. Let's throw some paint at the wall and make it amazing together. So Uncle Snooky's is just like a longer version of that, but it's dope because I'm not saying that's gonna be all my albums. Like, I only got so many. I think I got like 3 or 4 more. You know what I mean? I played y'all 2-3 albums already.
Yeah.
But for me, it's not about music. It's really about finding the new people and the new talent. Like, people inspire me when I make music with young artists and young people. Like, whether it's S-Reels or Grams or Dreads, it's like they give me a vibe that I want to like tap into on some new stuff. So I usually just keep all my stuff like in the Beyonce computer. Like, I'm trying to pull up on Boy Wonder. I'm trying to pull up on Rich Kid. I'm trying to pull up on DJ Mustard. I'm trying to pull up on like those type of producers, Alchemists. You know what I mean? I'm putting that in fruition because my files already are like that type of game. But as for what we got going on specifically right now in Ottawa, y'all gonna get a DSGM album, DSGM Past Life album, Uncle Snooky's Laundromat, hardest shit that ever came out of Ottawa, possibly. It's coming out in May, maybe June, and then everything else gonna be features, fun stuff. Just working with the city. You know what I mean?
Because there's another that's another thing that I feel like there's an emphasis on right now is the people like Russ have put an emphasis on making your own music.
He's crazy.
Like having yourself as the only credit on the project. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's dope.
He is dope. And like even like Nav, you know what I mean? Nav can be a bit corny, but that first Nav tape,
No, he hits.
Nav by Nav.
I'm not a fan of Nav at all, but like he hits.
He does, bro. He knows what
he's naving. He is going crazy.
When Nav navs,
So,
he
shouts to
navs.
bro.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
But then, you have people like you who are very much so in this game to be collaborators and understand and appreciate other people's work ethics and their processes.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's too little emphasis put on that sort of aspect now? Especially with the whole like send me a verse, I'll send you a beat type of thing. Like there's not enough like actual in studio FaceTime.
True. I mean, to be honest, I think it could work both ways. I think it just depends on how you're comfortable at working, but like at the same time, open your palette, open your mind, you know what I mean, to work with anybody, because you never know, that song you didn't want to do might be the song that forever pays you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So from that point of view, like I just always want to like make the energy and the vibes good. But no, I think you guys should be more collaborative. Especially how easy it is to make music for people. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, per se, go to a studio no more. You could probably make it from your living room. Like, Billie Eilish did her whole album in her room, and she's Billie Eilish. So if Billie Eilish wants to send me a verse, I'll definitely do it from my room. And I'll body that, and then we'll have a very collaborative song. So I think from that point of view, you gotta like know your space and know what you want to do in that. But in 2022, there's no right way to get signed, to make a song, to go viral. There's really no right way to do any of that. So I think it should come from your heart, and then if it works, and you'll be on an interview. Yeah, like I am, pretty much.
And that's a great place to leave off.
Man. Can we get like a quick six bar or what?
Of course. From which catalog?
No, come on.
Yo,
man.
that's
Quick.
the illest part.
Freestyle.
You want
freestyle.
battle rap shit or like some freestyle shit?
Come on, freestyle.
I never regret it. They stealing my sound. Niggas on welfare. They moving like ops. Well, at least up north, y'all got health care. Bad little chick I love and I buy all that Telfair. And why they gonna love me to the streets, to the bras like Telfair. We red. White folks say hell yeah. Getting dark like Bel Air. I'm Rose with the Bel Air. My nigga V got Maybachs. It's real life, I can say that. Getting played while they play that. I'm ghost on them like Sajak. Bobby.
Hell
That was
yeah.
some light.
Hell yeah.
Something like
Hell yeah. That was good. That was a shit.
little morsel.
Thank you for coming by, dude. Or thanks for having us here, I should say.
Yeah, y'all came to my house
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. We'll see what mine next time.
But I will definitely be back at Down to the Wire. You guys are like the family, man. You
Starting
guys
to
are
be
killing it so much, man. I'm so proud of y'all.
Thanks, bro.
And you're funny.
Thanks, bro.
You guys are actually funny.
Alrighty.
Like, I be waking up every morning like like a child. Like, I'm fun. You guys are funny, man. I genuinely love Casper Marcus. Shouts to Casper Marcus. He did a great interview.
Yeah, that shit was.
There's so many good interviews you guys have done. Like, I could just keep going, but
Fuck yeah.
Casper Marcus is probably my favorite, though. I love that guy.
That was one. That was one.
Stitch.
Stitch.
Shout out to Stitch, man. Young Stitch, I love you, dude.
Bro. Shout out. Shout out to those two. I miss those dudes. I was thinking that the other
Dude,
day, right?
we're going to have him back for our own show.
Yeah.
I miss him, too. I say when you miss him, I miss him, too. But, like,
Bobby Brugal, thank you very much.
Down to the Wire podcast. Down to the Wire comedy. What else y'all got? Like mad podcasts.
Down the beat, down the city.
Down the beat. Yo, you know, it's your boy Bobby Brugal. You're chilling with Down to the Wire. Show, it's your boy Bobby Brugal. You're chilling with Down to the Beat.
Down the city.
Yo, bitch, it's your boy Bobby Brugal. You're chilling with Down to the City.
And it's your boy Bobby.
And we're
so
done.
it's
And we're done. That's
and
it.
we're
That's
done.
it. We out.
Let's
We
get
out.
the fuck out of
We out.
here.